This is a real special one. For all the necrophiles out tonight.
How are your plants doing?
Yeah, not great. Thanks for asking.
I got something that'll make your plants grow. It's called Demon Liver Power. Dude, you are so weird. I'm not giving that to my plants unless we try it first for safety reasons, obviously.
Huh?
Attention, if you or a loved one has used the growth hormone supplemental medicine known as Glutathione or Demon Liver Power X, you could be at risk for serious health side effects. Demon Liver Power X is still in animal testing stages and should not be ingested by a human subject. It may cause side effects including trouble sleeping, a change in mental state, a change in physical state, loss of toenails, an increased appetite for chlorophyll, unurged to identify with planes, loss of mutant and decreasing cells. Demon Liver Power is also shown to have unpredictable side effects when they matter. Demon Liver Power should be used as a supplement as shown in clinical trials, but memory, drunkenness, disorderly bowel movements, anatomophobia, implosive diarrhea, gambling addiction, or mumps. Do you suffer from lack of growth? Demon Liver Power X could be the hormone growth supplemental for you. Has been known to grant consciousness to inanimate objects. Call now!
Skylar? Skylar? Sam!
Hello?
I don't know if I'll be able to turn you back to humans. So we'll just make the best of this. What the fuck is this? You guys laying branches? I know it's not mine. Anyone want to own up?
No takers, fucking typical.
I feel like I've been taking care of you all. And you... Hey, what are you doing? Jesus. Fuck it.
Hi, is this Redwood Bar Nursery? Oh, I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Yeah, well, the reason I'm calling today was to actually see if you guys could take some plants off my hand. I don't know the species. Okay, good. They're like 4'5", like about human sized. Oh, you'll take them. That's so great to hear. So you guys can just mulch. No, mulching's great, but I'm just gonna think about it. I'll call you right back.
Hi, I'm Emma, and my comms project is called Instagram and the Endless Body Project. My interest in the pervasiveness of diet and culture was inspired by my own experiences with disordered eating. After recovering from an eating disorder during my sophomore year at Oxy, I began to recognize the ways in which an inescapable diet culture influenced the world around me. Not only that, but when I was in denial about my eating disorder, I thought that I was just making healthier choices and being more active like everyone else. However, hindsight helped me to question how I was unable to recognize my restrictive choices as harmful. More than that, I wanted to understand how I subconsciously reframed my negative choices as positive ones. This is the question I wanted to begin exploring in my senior comps, particularly in relation to the social media platform Instagram. I started by creating a separate Instagram account. I followed 1 or 2 health-focused accounts and decided to let the app take me wherever it took me. When I returned to the account a few days later, I was intrigued to see that my Explore page was suddenly filled with diet and fitness content. Countless before and after images, potential workout routines, and healthy meal options. I noticed that Instagram recommended I search terms like healthy recipes, and I also noticed that Instagram would send me notifications if I hadn't checked my account in a few days. As I kept scrolling, I began to recognize how many fitness and health-focused communities were being created on Instagram vis-a-vis these healthy lifestyle accounts. The more exposure to these communities that I had, the more I realized that Instagram was creating a potentially slippery slope for its users. An environment that takes dieting and produces a lifestyle that ends up eating into people's daily lives. It begs the question, how does an Instagram user go from existing in a world in which they're supposed to be helping themselves to be healthier to this place where they are constantly tracking themselves and even potentially harming themselves? How can Instagram turn someone's body into a never-ending project? Ultimately, this project aims to explore fitness, health, and diet-related content on Instagram. I have come to the conclusion that the way Instagram works, both algorithmically and culturally, amplifies the issues that come with these diet culture messages. In particular, Instagram's algorithm is problematic in the way that it amplifies self-monitoring tendencies, perpetuates normative ideals of feminine beauty under the guise of feminism, and orients female labor around the body. I do want to note before diving deeper into this topic that while I am exploring diet culture on Instagram from the position of a young white woman coming from a privileged socioeconomic background, obviously, different kinds of women are affected by these Instagram standards in various ways, so to avoid homogenizing and universalizing womanhood, when I say women in this project, I am mostly referring to middle to upper class white women who are young, as this is the most dominant group on Instagram by far. So visual culture, despite constantly changing, continues to reinforce a state of ceaseless self-surveillance for women. Post-feminist theorist Rosalind Gill, for example, has written about women's bodies and how they have always been highly monitored. Women are told, both directly and indirectly, that their bodies are their primary sources of power, and therefore something to be regulated, disciplined, and surveyed. However, post-feminism helps us think about this topic by reframing these self-monitoring behaviors as self-care and self-empowerment. Gill discusses this phenomenon, explaining how women's bodily shape, size, muscle tone, attire, sexual practice, career, home, finances, etc. are rendered into problems that necessitate ongoing and constant monitoring and labor. which, in an extraordinary ideological sleight of hand, must nevertheless be understood as fun, or pampering, or self-indulgence, and must never be disclosed. Part of this ideological sleight of hand is that the so-called problems women must fix are determined by patriarchal and heteronormative standards surrounding beauty. But the genuine labor that women go through to fix these problems is being resold as empowering. Gill also links post-feminist dieting culture with neoliberalism. To do this, she explains how the post-feminist subject is the perfect neoliberal subject because neoliberal ideology perpetuates the idea that beauty, diet, and fitness regimes are reframed as expressions of empowerment, choice, and self-worth. Existing as a woman in a neoliberal world often means that the decision to conform to Western beauty standards must be presented as freely chosen, however traditional, old-fashioned, or inegalitarian they may be, involving strict adherence to rules, rationing oneself, and not displaying any needs. In other words, any empowered, confident woman looking to improve must always be doing it for herself. This is the reason there is a shift in the way that power operates from an external male judging gaze to a self-policing, narcissistic gaze. It's no longer cool to meet standards to please men, but it is cool to do it for yourself. It's the same old reality, but in self-empowering packaging. Unfortunately, this renewed interest in empowerment and personal choice has been problematically embraced by women with disordered eating, and that choice and responsibility for their limited food consumption has become a legitimate lifestyle choice. This reveals how the emphasis on women's choice in a post-feminist and neoliberal society has backfired, as women now often think of their restrictive eating behaviors as empowered health and diet choices. Ultimately, this sheds light on the way in which women unknowingly frame participation in a good diet and fitness routine as a series of positive decisions rather than a set of restrictive rules. In doing this, these women are engaging in the neoliberal ideology that reframes these restrictions as fun and empowered choices. So, women who are already provided with an overwhelming amount of advice about how to better themselves according to social standards. However, in a progressively digital world where social media presentation now matters more than ever, women experience an increasing pressure to self-monitor and present themselves as flawless both on and offline. Once wearable technologies and self-tracking apps became normalized, monitoring oneself started to become normalized as well. Essentially, the act of tracking oneself through electronic devices and apps became a lifestyle that women didn't even realize they were participating in. This establishes how being healthy and surveying your personal diet and fitness choices is no longer an occasional occurrence during mealtimes or workouts. Instead, it's an intensely time-consuming activity that is constant. Social media platforms like Instagram take this endless body project and put it on steroids. Instagram's Explore page, for example, exists as a giant, beautifully curated recommendation engine. The goal of Explore is to provide curated content for each and every Instagram user that aligns with their specific interests, and no Explore page is exactly the same. For instance, my personal Explore page displays a mix of roller skating videos, cat photos, pictures of plants, and memes. But for someone interested in health accounts, it could be full of keto meal ideas, workout videos, or low-calorie dessert recipes. The Explore page is built this way to draw users in and keep them engaged with the app, since more user engagement equals to more advertisement engagement and therefore more revenue for Instagram. This is one explanation as to why an Instagram user who already follows or even simply engages with a few health accounts might suddenly get sucked into an entire health-focused community or world. Instagram also extends the possibility for self-surveillance culturally through the way that it provides users with all of these communities to join, role models to get inspired by, and tips to follow. Although I've already discussed how Instagram's algorithm tends to exacerbate self-surveying tendencies, individual accounts can also send the message that confirmed dieting, fitness, and constant self-surveillance concerning one's health is a legitimate lifestyle. This is exemplified on Instagram through What I Ate Wednesday posts, a trend where users post images or videos tracking the food they've eaten throughout their day. Often, descriptions of each meal include recipes, calorie counts, and other specific nutritional information. Ultimately, What I Ate Wednesday reinforces the idea that meticulously tracking your food intake throughout the day is pleasurable and potentially helpful for others to see. The notion that sharing pictures of personal meals with other women is a fun food diary party effectively frames the labor of documenting every meal as a game. Moreover, the constant tracking and detailed documentation of one's diet points towards the creation of an endless diet-focused lifestyle. Influencer-sponsored advertisements further indoctrinate users into an endless body project by convincing them to purchase diet and fitness-related products. Amanda Meixner-Rocchio, for example, frequently posts collaborative advertisements to her stories on her health and nutrition-focused account, Meow Mix. The large amount of advice generated in these posts both builds upon and further establishes Amanda's authority as a fitness blogger and a successful post-feminist subject. She displays her own ability to make smart decisions and shows other women how to do the same thing. Ultimately, if followers recognize these advertisements as genuine and helpful, they are more likely to purchase the products that only serve to further their own relationships with diet culture. Moreover, this would serve to further Amanda's status as a knowledgeable influencer or expert in health and dieting. Consequently, the outcomes of Amanda's efforts to consistently brand herself align perfectly with the dispositions that one must have to survive within a post-feminist and neoliberal society. Dispositions of self-transformation, self-determination, personal choice, empowerment, confidence, and resilience, all of which are present on these health, fitness, and diet-focused Instagram accounts. Ultimately, I have come to the conclusion that Instagram diet culture has massive potential to become a problematic slippery slope for its users. Although it isn't inherently troublesome for someone to want to lose weight or make healthier choices, this examination helped to shed light on the ways in which Instagram diet culture and Instagram influencers are complicit in promoting Western health and beauty ideals. These ideals only further the concept that the body is an ever-evolving project that needs to be constantly worked on, adjusted, and improved. Regardless of whether these Instagram posts focused on gaining muscle, purchasing a healthy snack, losing weight, eating more nutritionally dense meals, or transforming your body, almost every single post pointed towards this endless body project and called on Instagram users to proactively improve themselves. Furthermore, Instagram perpetuates these ideals by using addictive algorithms to keep users on the app for as long as possible. Unfortunately, because the main goal of Instagram as a platform is to keep users engaged and scrolling, it has little incentive to promote public health or improve its content. This reveals how it's more important than ever for Instagram users to think critically about the content that they consume before they too end up falling victim to an endless body project. Thank you.
Huh. Thank God that one's over. Ah! Hey man, how's it going? Who the hell are you? I'm you from 1 month in the future. Don't ask me how I got here. I don't know that either, but since I'm here, you might as well ask me something.
What's up, I guess?
Personally or globally?
Both.
Well, you know, for you, not too much is going on, but across the world, there is some biblical shit happening.
Sheesh. Old Testament or New?
Both.
Ooh.
Yeah, the fires are back on in Australia, and then there's this new virus coming out of China that seems like it'll just be swine flu 2.0 or something. From what I hear, they've got it under control.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Ah! What's good, boys? Two of you. Am I Scrooging myself here or something? Is that what they're calling it now? Nice one, dude.
Oh! Okay, wait. When exactly are you from?
Oh, March 1st. A bunch of the stuff across the globe is quieted down a bit. The fires are out and seems like they've got that virus under control, but yeah, not really anything the world hasn't already dealt with before, scale-wise. You, on the other hand, sir, are thriving.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you're going up to the Bay with the boys for spring break in a couple of weeks. You're going to see the Strokes with Pablo right after that at the Forum. They're putting out a new album, too. And then, on top of all of that, you're finally sorting out your car situation.
Wait, hold on. That's incredible. Wait, what do I drive?
Although, don't ask me what I'm driving. I still don't know yet, and I haven't actually got the car, but that'll probably be a question for the next guy. Wait, okay. Did you get a chance to talk to, you know, her? By any chance at all? No, we're not that grown up yet. Come on. Oh, hey, you must be April. What is it? What do I drive? What's the car? I come to you from 3 whole months in the future. And you want to know what kind of car I drive? Whoa, hey, take it easy, man. Answer the question. I want to know, too. Do you really think that matters? Yeah, if I'm going to be in LA for the rest of my life, I kind of want to know what kind of car I'm driving. Shit, did you talk to her?
I haven't talked to anybody in weeks. The Tanuki are my only friends now.
What the hell happened to you?
It's not about me. It's about the whole damn world. Past month has felt like 2 whole years.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, shit! Cover your goddamn mouth, you cretin!
What the fuck, bro?
Watch what you're doing. You could kill someone with that thing.
Whoa, hey, what the hell, man? He just fucking sneezed.
Exactly, that's right.
April, come on, back me up on this here. He's right. You can't really trust a sneeze now. I mean, it's not like I'm in an at-risk group or anything, though.
Oh, okay, shut up. That's just irresponsible. Where the hell is your mask?
I haven't gotten one yet.
Oh, jeez, you're gonna need to do a whole lot better than that, buddy.
Jeez, there's something in the air? Did World War III start and plunge us all into nuclear winter?
Well, it's not actually that bad, you know?
But yeah, no, we're not killing each other.
We're barely even going outside at all.
Speak for yourselves.
Wait, did they find it? Oh, wait, no, what the hell is up with the sign?
No cure yet. Oh, and that's just the product of centuries of oppression at the hands of a capitalist regime finally giving it a taste of its own medicine. We've got bigger fish to fry right now.
There's a lot of fish out there. Which fish are we talking about?
All those fish are the same species, dude. Grow up.
I just want to go back to normal.
Normal? You want to go back to normal?
Yeah, I just want to go back to the way my life was before all of this shit happened.
Bro, you poor naive bastard. You really don't know the half of it.
Hey, lighten up, man. He's clearly been going through a hard time.
Don't you dare come talking to me about how to behave during this situation, mister. Oh, I'm gonna go up to San Francisco, one of the most dangerous places on the planet at the time, for spring break. Ooh, la-di-da!
Whoa. What's so dangerous about the Bay?
It's the epicenter. Epicenter of what? Just tell me something already. Can't do that. I'm not gonna fuck with temporal mechanics any more than we already have. Oh, would you all just relax a bit? No. Don't you get comfortable now. We've had more progress in 1 month of this than we have in years of electrical voting. No. I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about you. Me. We? Us? Whatever. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I mean, shit. Look at you. Look at you! Look at your eyes! What the hell is up with you? I am practicing personal autonomy for once. It feels pretty good, gotta say.
Hi, Mimi.
Hi, Mimi.
How are you guys?
Good. Wait, so much louder.
So I want to hear about the story of how coronavirus affected your relationship.
I sneezed on Zoom and she said bless you on the Zoom DMs, and then we started joking around.
We kept talking for like months and months and months, and I made her a PowerPoint and I sang to her and asked her to be my girlfriend.
And she was like, reasons why you should be my girlfriend. And that was about 2 weeks after we met on Zoom.
That's kind of how it happened.
There is no one there to dry your tears.
It didn't feel like I was missing all that much, or that much shifted when we finally met in person, because we had already established a really caring relationship just over talking. I'm Mexican, I'm gay. I think there's a lot of the time where I get the sense that I need to perform really well academically or socially for people to accept me. And with Sydney, I feel like I can just be myself whenever. I think she just accepts me wholeheartedly, and I've never met anyone who makes me feel that way.
I love you so much, Vivian. I'm so excited to be with you, and I can't wait until you're here. And I don't know, she spends a lot of time with me, so I'm very thankful that you choose to spend your time in that way, because it means a lot to me. Yeah.
Literally, it's one thing to visit your significant other's parents' house. It's another to half move in.
I did not know them very well before at all. I had like visited like once, right, before, and so then I'm like walking, I'm like, hi. So it was his mom, his dad, his sister, his brother, Julian, and then me, and then the dog. And so it was just like, I felt bad for like adding another person into this like house that during just the most stressful time. If you are in a relationship and everything takes place within a home and you're like need to stay in the same bubble and do everything together, it's just like you are like living a different kind of life together. Because everything's more together, I feel like it does make it more mature, for sure. Like you age like 20 years.
I have never felt butterflies like I felt for you.
Aw, that's
Like,
so sweet.
Really.
I love you very much.
My parents' reaction, kind of brought it up slowly. I was like, what if I left the country? And they were like, Jack, you have to be kidding. There's no way you could be leaving the country in the middle of a pandemic. And I showed them the plane ticket. And they're like, Jack, you are not getting on that plane. And then I'm just like, what if I booked an apartment? And what if Christy got a plane ticket as well? And then they're like, no, not happening, not happening. And so they didn't really accept it until the day they were driving me to the airport. Not many places will take a Chinese citizen and a US citizen at the same time. So Dubai was like just kind of the best option for us. At the beginning of our trip, we had wedding rings because it's illegal. It was illegal in Dubai for unmarried couples to live together. But then they changed the law just for us, I think, actually. So here's one of our wedding rings from when we were married, but we have since become boyfriend and girlfriend without the process of a divorce.
He requires a lot of me time. He doesn't want me to stay with him like 24 hours. He will go to a different room and watch like Star Trek.
Okay.
I was like, can you come here? He's like, no. Christy, it's me time. Sorry.
Okay,
Me time.
literally it's like 1 hour in like a
It's
72-hour.
I just feel like we care about each other more, like in a deeper level, because like, of course, like living together, like who's gonna like cook, like what if like you feel sick, who's gonna take care of each other, and just like all the small stuff and details. I feel like it feels like we're like married in some ways.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
We've been dating since high school.
Maybe like 6 years now?
Yeah, it's 6 years. Everyone is always asking, what's your next move, right? Like, what are you doing after graduation? Like, what are you doing with your life? What's the plan? What are you doing? Da, da, da. I think the pandemic has allowed us to say, I don't know, and that be an acceptable answer.
That is very true.
And I think in the sense of our relationship too, like before it's like, well, what's gonna happen? Like, you know, what's your future? What are you doing? Where are you moving? And now it's like, I just don't know, and that's okay. And I'm just with someone that makes me happy and that I love, and that's all I need right now. And I don't think that means there's less or more seriousness. It just shifts the perspective of how we're looking at our relationship.
I think the pandemic maybe just gives more, it steers the change in different ways. Like I think in relationships you always need to change together.
Yeah.
And like whether you change together or apart, you know, life is about change.
I've always kind of loved my support system and like loved my friends and family and Amin. And I feel like the pandemic heightened those relationships, and you like really saw explicitly how powerful having those people just there for you, not physically, but just there for you. They're thinking about you, they're calling on you. To me, that it's just strengthened my idea of what relationships mean. I guess, I don't know if that makes sense.
Sure.
I think when all of that went down, I was thinking like, okay, we have a silver lining. Like I'll get to spend all this time with Ella. Like that'll be great. Like if everything else is falling apart, at least I'll get that. But then parentals were like, psych, no, you are not allowed to see each other.
We had been hanging out in person, just like
just like staying 6 feet apart, which was like so hard.
Yeah,
like that's just a completely different way of interacting with this kind of relationship if you have to like not touch and like stay really far apart.
Ellie's really like cute. She's like a really good writer, and like sometimes she'd like email me poems. At the end of the summer when we were like both emo that you were leaving, she like mailed me, even though we were like in the same place, she mailed me these little, they were like comic strips of like the summer, like different things that we did that were really, really cute. And I feel like you're good at things like that, just like taking time out of your day to like, I don't know, like pick flowers off the street and like press them and send them to me. When your relationship transfers to like a FaceTime or something, you spend all your time talking. It's a very intimate way to get to know someone, which was surprising to me because I feel like I associate intimacy with like being together and being in the same place. But when you're together and in the same place, you can kind of do your own thing and like still spend time together. But when you're not in the same place and you're spending time together, like you're just talking.
It's like really concentrated.
Yeah. We are gonna kind of break up when we go back to school. You know, when you're with someone when you graduate, like often people are like moving in together, like moving to the same city, like applying for jobs in the same place. And like, I know that like speaking for me, and I think it's the same for you, like no person would be great enough and like no love would be great enough at this point in my life for me to really be willing to do that. I just don't think that my personal growth is there. If it hadn't been for the pandemic and like the pandemic I wouldn't have experienced the pandemic the way I did if I didn't spend every second with you, which I did. And I think that every time I look back on this relationship, it's going to be both a lot of joy and a lot of like sadness just because of like how the world is. And it's all bittersweet, but I also feel like almost all memories in life are like that. Like good things are almost always bittersweet in retrospect because like they're not happening anymore, you know?
We have been through a pandemic, you know, that's not something any of us is gonna forget.
This is how love feels like to me. Yay!
If we find our way back to each other, then we will. Do you think? Okay.